Divine panel of the infinite eight to divinely intervene as needed for my highest good, aka the highest good. Give me a second to straighten this out. It's not doing a thing. All right, there, it's doing a thing. All right, these are energy cards, okay? I need to put away my other cards, so do a little housekeeping. All right, so first off on the left side, the recipient side, I have Queen of Cups upright in effect. In full effect. Oh my god, I just opened it up to Queen of Cups too. That is insane. I don't even know what compelled me to do that. So Queen of Cups on the double. Okay, highly intuitive is where I'm at right now. This is Gifts Unlocked. Season 1. Oh, first off, Gifts Unlocked for To the Inner Wild. Season 1, Episode 11. My 111 portal in advance. I get to have that. Yay! All right. I'm feeling a little pale right now, so I'm gonna do a little thing. Ugh. Let's just do it right now. Just like that. Just like so. Okay. Let's go ahead and move it on up for a second. Okay, I think that's good. All right, so Queen of Cups on the double. For the first one, she was hello at the pier. Actually, for the second one, the one that I just put away, she was at the pier and she was being observed. Like and I think, yeah, it was between land and a pier. Now I have to freaking look for it now. Do I get it? Yes. No, they said I don't have to. Okay. I don't need to prove anything to myself nor anyone else. You're not the only one who watches me live. Yeah, see? Trying to gaslight me. Yeah, that's 2 strikes for you. 1 more and you're out. That earned you 2. For trying to bullshit me. But you know what? Let's give you the benefit of the doubt, okay? Hello. Okay, thank you. All right, so the left side, okay, we got that covered. Fantastic. On the right side, there's the 10 of Wands in reversal. That's fantastic. And the 10 of Cups. Oh my gosh, this cup is being stirred, like for real, in a good way. In a very, very good way. That's meaning dropping any kind of burdens that are not mine. Or in excess. Oh, thank you for subbing. And then 10 of Cups upright. This is a whole load of happiness. So I know that this is inevitably happening. Like in the mix, it's already, you know, being conjured. It's being alchemized. So 111 is not too far from now. I mean, we're not even hitting like 1211 right now. But you know how fast forward things go, like at the end of the year especially. There's like so much compounded that I'm not worried as much anymore, you know? Hello. Oh, it's, you know, I'm positioned this close to the camera because I can't see as well. This is for my sake. Oh my goodness. All right. All right, so these are good energies. Yeah, so at the end of the year, things tend to like not just wind down to a close, but everything is always on rush. I mean, for the past like 15 years or so, especially after having kids, things just like everything just moves so quickly. You know, you initially gripe if anyone has kids, you know, and is within the same ballpark of the timeline of when we used to do like not mall pictures, but you know, department store professional pictures as a family, and then getting your infant to like not throw a fit about it, and you know, just like, and then running in circles from house to house and this and that. What am I going to get for everyone? Everything is just so frazzled when you whether or not you have the energy for it. And so I guess part of the gifts that are unlocked right now is just knowing that I'm kind of forced to, I don't have the means um to run around crazy like that anymore. You know, tend to so many obligations, so many things, you know, and things for other people. And mistakenly, you know, with, you know, Black Friday and all of that, things for myself. And so you know, when you live a life in that has scarce viabilities, it's like you already know what you want because you've sacrificed that much, you know, for so long. And so that's what I'm saying. Like I've ran into the mistake of knowing like buying for myself so much when I was earning you know, expendable income, limited at that, but still. And so even more stress, like, okay, so what about everybody else? And it's just so now I'm in the position with I guess a stroke of luck to not have to worry about those things, you know. Be like also being put in the position to knowing what kind of people you're surrounded by. And so those that are okay with you not um doing like the consumerist holiday thing, you know. Yeah, you know, it's so that's wonderful, you know. You know, like when you're in the moment, you kind of, I think everybody like that I've been surrounded by thus far has shrugged it off. And like the ones that were not keepers, they didn't stick around. They weren't, you know, I wasn't what do you call it? Eligible to enter to, like, you know, when you go out in large groupings to, you know, to holiday things, like when you're younger and you have to split the bill X amount of ways, and it's like, how is it that some people like run out on, you know, they run short on their end of the bill, and they're making more, you know? So it's just crazy. I'm glad I'm not part of that right now. And I haven't been for a while. So anyway, 111 portal versus 1211 or 1212. I'm trying and therefore I think successful in not experiencing that anxiety, because there's so many more things on the plate. Yeah. I think once you get sad over something, I've talked about this before, you just, I don't know, it's like you flush it all out, and it gets old, stressing over certain things and letting it drain you. And so that's a blessing in itself, isn't it? Oh my gosh, what is this? What is this? Yeah, you have to push through. For sure. Yeah. Lessons learned, lessons loved. Definitely. Um, thank you. Yeah, definitely isolation is better. You know, quality self is better than a roundup of mids. Yeah, because even when you're quality and you know your quality and you surround yourself with a bunch of mids or there, you know, those that are lacking in, you know, heart to heart, one to one delivery, that kind of degrades your oomph, and so you become mid. You become, yeah, you're outnumbered. So anyway, oh my goodness, I don't think I'm going to, if I catch some bullshit, I'll throw it out, but it's a lot over here. All right, so 111 portal in advance. My 111 portal in advance. All right. Okay, so those are just the energy cards. So now for the header. We're going to use these, but then actually, let me see here. They're making me burp out of this. So we're going to do this. It's the O cards. All right. Whoopsie. Okay. Okay. All right. Who are these people? It's crazy. All right. Hello to the new ones as well. All right, so okay. Boop. 3, 2, 1. Cheese. These are the headers. Beginning and appearance. Holy smokes. Who'd have thunk? Okay, that's crazy. For my 111 portal, brand new. That's like the triple threat magician in advance. Okay. Put it right there, pal. Put it right there. Okay. All right, now, okay. What goes into the header cards? Boop. 3, 2, 1. Cheese. What is it? Oh, it's clowning. But these are happier times. I'm making the effort to do so. It's like my job to be happy. And then the sun card in reversal, like from within. Solar plexus chakra, here I come, for sure. Well, thank you. I make them. Except for this, I haven't done metal work, like for real yet. I mean, after the basics that I've done on my own, oh my gosh, Tina, I need some protective gear for sure. I survived. That's what you, I'm still standing today. All right. I'll be working on my website, but yeah, I haven't done show ups or pop ups in a while because, you know, the world is calling me to do other things. I'm not as popular there right now. Thank you. Okay, so beginning. The clown card. So this is not being more so performative, but knowing that inevitably I'm going to be seen. I'm not only heard, but I am going to be seen. There is a face to this content. Okay, it's not just up in the ethers to throw to every other psychic or whatever, every other brother's, mother's, cousin's, dog's psychic. I am now the face to what I do, which is excellent. Okay, so inevitably, just knowing that not everything is candid anymore, and just because not everything is candid doesn't mean that it has to be canned either. But to be mindful of one's own presentation. And so knowing that on the recipient side, just knowing that I am the one picking up the mail. I am the one answering to my emails. Now there's, like it's showing up with my face without saving face. Okay, that's what's going on there, which is a huge upgrade. Uh, yeah, this gift unlock is fantastic. It's coming in more than a month in advance. Hey, thank you. I need to take one of those blood tests to see what mix I am, but I recently found out that I am mixed. I mean, like, officially, from the roots. Anyway, so segue for presentation to appearance, okay? So this is identity. This is the solar plexus chakra. It is quite the mix between sacral chakra or sacral chakra, creativities, passions, magician energy, basically, with the heart chakra. Mm-hmm. So this is being seen more so for who I am, but now there's a physicality attached to my identity. Okay, and we're not going to get in too deep about like, oh, it's all, we're all one. There's no such thing as a singular person or I, me, etc. We are all one. I'm just going to speak of it as that's how, like, truly at the core. If you don't know me, I don't know you, but energetically, we're like latched on like that. You haven't walked the same life that I have, and vice versa, yet there's still an undeniable connection. Inherently, I would say that's how we experience the oneness. Like, yeah. What else do I want to say about that? Yeah, so we're all in a certain increment of our life. And when we coincide with each other, it's just like a mixed bag of marbles, like with its ionic fields of bouncing back and forth, etc. And it's a little haywire, it's a little crazy. And so with that, I can accept that there's godliness, a slice of God in every one of us. And so there's something to appreciate in each and every person, in each and every thing. But that doesn't mean that I have to like worship anyone, nor vice versa. It's just saying like, I think I've acknowledged that there's a sense of connectivity with spirit. Before doing anything, before becoming the triple threat, 111 magician, through that portal, stepping into it, I understand spirit in its wholeness. So when I say like, damn, that bitch is being stupid, like I can't believe that they would do that again. So like, what's any variation of that I vent to spirit about, they're like, yeah, I know. Don't worry, I got you. Because like, I know that's how do I say it? that's like the fraction of spirit that was not feeling too good about certain things either, you know? And so it's kind of like, if you know Harry Potter, it's like a Horcrux. Each and every one of us is a Horcrux of spirit. And so, you know, some of us have like the super duper naughty side. and so that's why spirit is like very like gentle with me with certain things like that. But anyway, that's I'm being seen for, you know, what I bring to the table, my growth measures. Okay, clarifiers to these. Anything else? No, okay. What do you want to say about that? My expanded divine panel of the infinite eight. Oh my goodness. That's sweet, Maya Rose. Yeah, I'm not catching everyone up on here. What? I don't even understand what people... Oh my goodness. Yeah. All right. Okay, so what do you want to say on my expanded divine panel of the infinite eight? They say the magician, holy crud, did you see that? It did like a feather. The magician came through with all these trinkets, you know? This is like a decorated soldier, basically. Just coming through. And I'm working on something. I'm not paying attention. This is like backpacked, basically. It means something to me, but it's not at the forefront. Like, I'm not, you know, they're decorations. I appreciate them, but that's not what I'm focusing on. This is what I'm focused on. So there's that. That's excellent. I'm on the right track here. Okay. So Spirit, what do you want to say about the Horcrux thing? Okay. These? Yeah, just like that. This one also like this? Yeah? Okay. All right. I don't know. What is this? Oh, the tower in reverse. Okay, that was in the back. Okay. So 9 of Swords accentuated. 10 of Swords accentuated. Ace of Pentacles in reversals accentuated. The Empress accentuated in reversal. 10 of Pentacles. And 9 of Pentacles in reversal accentuated. These are wonderful cards to have because things are already, like I said, things are being conjured, in progress, and, you know, in motion. Slow motion for me. Slow motion for me. I like it like that. She don't know how to act. Yeah, for real. That's what's happening. Things are already in motion. So with how quickly things how quickly time passes between now and end of year, or let's say Christmas, let's mark that as kind of like the end of year. I'll say that's a silver lining for me. Like, with what I've been through, even in the past year, it feels like time has been just dragging slowly. Like, when am I gonna get this? Like, when is something, you know? And I was told more recently, maybe in the past month or two, that Spirit would not just like make up the time for me, but also for my collective. You know, they'd speed up, like wind things up really quickly, you know, at the right timing. And so it's part of the good karma. And and outlasting things that should not have gone that far. So anyway, looking at this, there's a huge emphasis here. A huge emphasis, like killer on point. That's 19 swords. That's the like the sharp rays, sharp stinging rays of the sun card. Major arcana, major moments. Okay. And what comes in almost like meteor like with the 19, swords right there is this falling star almost, which is the Ace of Pentacles in reversal. So it's like a huge drop of this golden ticket. Golden slumbers fill your eyes. Smiles will wake you when you rise. That's so sweet, isn't it? And then the Empress card in reversal. It's like I'm riding that comet, riding that wave, riding that whatchamacallit, that meteor, that golden ticket. She's got a ticket to ride, and I definitely do care. Or what I don't care about is, whatever I've said goodbye, like whatever I've said goodbye to. It's already a done deal. Okay. Well, thank you, Maya Rose. That's so sweet. Oh my goodness. Okay, so that brings in the 10 of Pentacles. It's like raining Skittles. So me and my Divine Collective, those that are in on this for sure. Yeah, okay. I had to check if I could safely say that or if I was being overgiving. No, this part is meant to be shared for sure. So 9 of Pentacles in reversal. It's because those that are on the inner circle are paying attention to their own garden. They are nourishing whatever they can. They are changing things up, so like in their crops, so in their fields, so that the soil renourishes, because once you do like one growth spurt after another with one species, it depletes the nutrients, just going singular motion, like mechanically at that. And so we change things up in our garden or whatever in our crops to renourish the soil. So everyone's doing their due diligence in their plot of land, and that's definitely a prerequisite in sharing in this like 10 of Pentacles things here. Because when you look at it, we had 19 up front with the swords, 19 pentacles over here, and so when I look at that, this is like again, a different version of like on point shish kebab energy with the swords and the pentacles. It's reorganizing, revolutionizing the way we think about our earthly 3D energies. So this is about the follow through. This is also pertaining to cleaning up, housekeeping. This is after like the big kablooey. Okay, well, who's sticking around to, clean their shit up, their portion. So there's that. Okay, so this is my 111 portal, in advance. Okay. So let's get some more. Let's get some more. Okay, thank you. All right. Okay, so we got one over here. Okay, extroverted. No apologies. You see this in reversal, but extroverted. No apologies. Okay. This is okay, so it's being unapologetic. Okay, this is what I'm understanding here. But like the most like excited part of that is what I'm hearing is righteous the turtles, the turtles in, you see, in Finding Nemo, they go righteous so that's where they want us to go with that. At least I can speak for myself. Yeah, I'll have to speak for myself on that. Just because I don't control everyone. Where are those? There we go. All right, so it goes in apology and reversal, extroverted, just like that, or just like that. Okay. Shh. Shh. Oh, you know what? This is kind of like, this is meaning many things. Hello. Or greeting. I don't know. I should not. I told you I was going to do that. Okay, so, but apology here in reversal, this is meaning several things. Like some people, want to come back from, our previous heydays, and then when we hit our low, they're like, that doesn't suit me anymore, or whatever. They just had, they decided they had better things to do. Then they come across and they really want to offer their apologies, etc. And it's like, save it. Just save it, okay? Save it. That's kind of like, that's not the main messaging here. This is more like, shh, like kind of like, shut the front door. Is it? Is it? The one that sings like Puff the Magic Dragon, like, was it Mary Blowing in the Wind? Those people? I forget what the, Paul, Jesus, Mary, Joseph, I don't know. Gosh. But it's that kind of expression in there, like, so apology and reversal, okay. Righteous, okay. So let me get one more for that. From here? No, they said from here. Okay, just like more like that. Four of Cups. Righteous. Four of Cups. This is personal mediation. Like, what are you going to do when you're down in the dumps? Seriously, when you're not feeling it. Like, it doesn't necessarily mean depressed, but Four of Cups is usually the card of apathy, feeling jaded, like just not with it, not with the program, not like this. I don't know what simulation you got here for me, Spirit, but I'll sit this one out. And then you realize, well, you're meant to not sit for too long. But there's a way out. So I don't know how that clarifies this, righteous. This is something that you have to decide on your own, that I have to decide on my own. Like, nobody, no, you can't tell me nothing, that kind of energy. Oh, this is what it is. Okay, so it can't tell me nothing. Okay. This is, if I want to use the wild card, if I want to use the Uno reversal card, if I want to do something quite unexpected, I have the right, absolute righteousness to do so. No apologies. This is my life. And I don't need to hear it. I think I've been very compliant for a long time. And I think Spirit's just urging me out of the door. Scoot, scoot, scoot. It's time for you to make a little noise, cause a little ruckus. You have free range in that. You didn't quite get to do that when you were a kid, so let's just go. There'll be forgiveness. I promise you. At bare minimum, I'm going in knowing what I've been through before. So I'm not going to do those dumb things, you know, that I grew past. And so there's that. Let me get one more card out of that. 111 portal in advance. Okay. Temperance extroverted. Yeah, just go with the flow. You are absolutely fluent. You will be I will be surprisingly eloquent. I will be surprisingly eloquent with this flow. Just go with it. I promise you, Tina. They're promising me. Okay. All right. I don't know what it means, but when the time comes, they'll let me know. Okay. So what's the fresh new card for me? Okay. Extroverted. Strangers. Strangers extroverted. I'm assuming that doesn't mean danger. I'm assuming that means exactly what it is. New patterns embedded within new encoding embedded within another energy. So it's maybe less about my wild card. Maybe my wild card is pulling from another wild card out there. That's scary. A little. Okay, so that's one thing that I need to put away right there. Okay, so strangers. Okay. Strangers in the night, exchanging glances. Like that. Mirror in reverse. Yeah, so I get to see the reflection of myself through other energies. Okay. So this is live art appreciation. A walking museum, this world is. Because eventually it's going to, everything that we see now is going to be put in the archives. I would like to believe that we live in a world where there will be no further book burnings or degradation of other cultures, you know. At worst, and inevitably, things are going to be put into the archive for historic use. Yeah, I get to interface with strangers. And you know what? Friends were once strangers, weren't they? Sorry, that just came through. But yeah, art appreciation live, you know, no cookie cutter experience. I get to shake hands or high five or keep my COVID distance and say hello. That kind of energy, you know, on a case-by-case scenario. And so that's interesting, right? That's interesting. In advance, so this implies that there's going to be networking. But with the comfort level that I get to be myself, I'm known for what my baseline is, which is kind of unpredictable a little bit. A little free reign, a little free form. So I'm given that much leeway upon meeting others. So that's wonderful. Yeah. Okay. Let me get one more card here for that. From here? Here. Okay, from here. Ooh, this one? Okay. I said this one. Okay, the moon card in reversal extroverted. The mysteries, the Perthrow. I don't even know where I put that card. Perthrow. Yeah, here it is. The mysteries, the Perthrow. Perthrow. That lie within others. You know, I think I've maxed out the units of learning credits that I can take from myself at this point. And the best means for expansion is, you know, interfacing with more energies. And so this is where Perthrow comes in. Not just this is new moon energy, extroverted intentions, comparing notes, examining mine against others, and mysteries. Not necessarily lies or deceit, but the illusions that we tell ourselves, you know, constructs that must be kind of broken down and fractioned off into other things, more useful things. So this is kind of like a collaborative sense in not just getting to know each other in the as is moment, but appreciating like the tools, our utility belts, like information, like you know, like the heart, and the heart's like utility belts unite. And then yeah, the mystery of all of that. So that's gonna be interesting. That's gonna be interesting. Anything more from that? I'm surprised to get that card here. So there's like this elusive, intangible feel to getting to know each other, because we know the reformatting is inevitable. But it's something that we've both not experienced before. Okay, that's great. All right, anything else? How long has it been? 42:25. Okay. All right, Gifts Unlocked for 2, The Inner Wild, Season 1, Episode 11, through my 111 portal in advance. Anything else here? I think we'll just shuffle a couple more times. Can you get more from here? Yeah. Okay, one fell on the lap, and it is Page of Pentacles. Okay, this is kind of a nibble, a bite, a chip off the old block. Oh, you know what? When they say the chip off the old block, you know, when people kind of renovate their homes, and before they knock down everything, because they have the budgeting for it or whatever, the means for it, they take a chip off that old block, like a door frame or the front door itself, and they take that piece with them to carry over to the new formation. So that's what we're doing here. It's like Knights of the Round Table almost, with the dragon here. Like, I've slayed this beast. This is what remains from it in its physical sense. And so this is what I bring to the table, evidence. Like, cut off the head of, you know, of some major thing. And bringing that to the table. Okay. So there's no insult to saying that we're coming in this as pages. Yeah, exactly. Go Power Rangers. Shepherd be a God. Shepherd me, O God. Be on my wants, be on my blah 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 blah. I forgot that song. But anyway, be on my wants, be on my it's a good hymn, let me tell you. Anyway, Page of Pentacles. So not to feel like, is it patronized, you know, like, yes, son, you know, like, yes, dear, or yes, sweetie. Not to feel dumbed down by this reference, because this is truly unfamiliar territory within its combination. So this there's no such thing as like a boomer, or what is it? You know, like certain um categories that we place each other in. Yeah, everybody is like a mutt here. um They bring in their own. Okay, so there's that. That's wonderful. This is like the freshmen's. Okay. All right. I think that's it for that. All right. From here. Okay. Takeaways time? Yeah, takeaways time. Okay. So 2 for my divine collective. Okay. First one. Okay. Boredom in reversal, extroverted. So there's going to be a lot of excitement for you. Yeah, a lot of enticing things, a lot of incentive. This is they're saying inherent, but they're also saying intrinsic. This is the intrinsic forum. You know, like creative mode, this is intrinsic mode of incentives and excitement. Okay, that's for you. That's great. I don't remember ever receiving this card when doing reading, you know, so even more so, all the more meaning. All right, your clarifier for this is okay. Nurse in reversal, extroverted. Okay, so the wonderful, like really, really, really great news about this is that, you know, this is like Nurse Ratched. You know who Nurse Ratched is, right? She's beyond bitch. She is unsafe. She is someone you can never trust, not a second, not even a millisecond of the day. Um, um, She is the enemy that everyone loves to hate, you know. There's no, I, I, I could be wrong, but at face value, she is an enemy of every single entity there, including herself, you know. If you visualized her character in its singular, like isolated sense, in her most vulnerable states, I would judge that she is the mother figure in Requiem for a Dream. Just put in like a business cap and given a badge of authority. So in reversal, in extroverted form, this is saying that you're safe. You're safe indulging in this type of excitement, intrinsic reward. Mm-hmm. That nobody's gonna have to tell you to, like, nobody's gonna have to prescribe this these methods for you. You will find them on your own, and you will find a natural um I don't want to say attachment, but a natural magnetism to these new methods. Okay, so my divine collective second takeaway. Somebody didn't want me to say that. So let me get a clarifier for you, okay? Okay. Queen of Pentacles, extroverted. Yeah, so this is a new venture. This one looks like she's first trimester or second trimester prego. So definitely this is reaping personal rewards for you, rewards that no one can take away, something that you are building your own. So this is a build upon where you don't have to put all your eggs in one basket. This feature of this new realm for you on 111 is giving you like kickbacks, giving you it's not just incentive, it's the personal perks. Something that elevates your personal investments. So this is wonderful for you, absolutely wonderful for you. Yeah. Okay, your second takeaway is this one. Okay. Child. Oh my God, that's so crazy. Child extroverted. That is so crazy for sure. Like some of you might see yourself as prego, but like whether or not it's planned, it's a blessing. It's a huge blessing. And even if it's not like baby, this is like your birthing, like whatever you are manifesting is definitely it's coming into fruition for sure. Like you're going to be able to bring it into this world for sure. That is weird. That is so crazy. Okay. So this tells me that this is a true divine collective. In order for things to be like synchronously divine, where there's no confusion in the messaging, not in the slightest bit, like that's so linear. That's so crazy. Okay. So, oh wait, where's the, right here. Okay. So, what goes in child, their child card? Okay. There's a bridge with a rainbow and river. It's in reversal, extroverted. Okay, so if this is like a physical child that you're bringing into existence, they're going to have some dormant qualities that you probably want to facilitate. This is like gifts. Okay, these are gifts that flow down from you, if not your ancestors. They are being bridged over to this youngling here. Okay, so it's it would be good for you to nourish that, facilitate that. Okay, if that's a physical child that you're bringing into existence. If this is more like intangible, more like project, career, um, external entity type of energy, then this would be great potential. This is great potential for like the Mayans and ancient civilizations, how they aced certain avenues of economy and like agriculture. This is a means that has great potential. You see the bridge, like absolute happiness, like you know what I mean, like that's what it's professing there. Okay, so your clarifier to that is, and that also implies the potential for great alliances, okay? Because it's one bridging over to another, not just like a physical bridge, but also the rainbow. And yeah, from one land, this land is your land, land is my land, from California to the New York Islands, whatever, something like that. Yeah. This land was made for you and me. King of Pentacles, holy smokes. These are great partnerships. We got the Queen of Pentacles, the King of Pentacles. We're gonna have a great family here. You know what I mean? This is this is a functional, ideal family. Like no child forgotten. You know, this is no, this is excellent. So that's excellent. Hooray for my collective, my divine collective. Um uh um so that's, I'm gonna release anyone who's trying to project their bullshit into here. Um that's so crazy. Anyway, I rebuke that energy from this forum, from our energetic fields and our auric fields, to send them off with their karma compounded, because not only are you disrespecting my time and my expanded divine panel of the infinite eight, but also that of my divine collective and their guides. So out. Um all right. Anyway, I must be doing something hella right in order to um have to handle energies. All right, so that's for my divine collective, and 2 for my partner in peace and quiet. Yeah, he's still down. Okay. Oh my gosh, the wild card. He's the wild card. he's 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 the wild card. Extrovert. Silence. But it's not. This silence is loud. What the heck? All right, let's not assume this is relating to me, but it's crazy. All right. And goes in his wild card box. Whoa, that was powerful that way. Oh my god! Oh my god! That's, you cannot show that! Oh. So obviously you have a lot of game. This is telling me that it's both ways, meaning that this is to symbolize not just me, but others, you know? Um, um, yeah, so, I'm a little saddened by that, because this tells me that, like, the wild card is that, there's a possibility for, even though this is, like, new, or this thing is fresh, um, um, he knows what I stand for. Like, he knows, like, what I'm down for and what I'm not, and I'm definitely not down for this, like, you know, like an open relationship kind of thing. And so the possibility that he might steer away is something that is, like, absolutely disrespectful to me and my energy, but there's a possibility of, like, extricating this energy completely from my realm. There's that. Like, it's one thing to desire or have major interest in another, but to ultimately realize that someone has been misleading, simply because there's a clear and open opportunity for other decision making is is mm, that's really not just disrespectful, but a slap in the face, because ultimately mm, they they're treating me like a placeholder, like a matter of convenience. And I can't penalize myself too much for, you know, for this, because it's more like, I'm not going to get upset at myself for somebody who doesn't really know who and how they are, until given the opportunity to make other choices. What is it? Something about, oh, liability. Yeah. Make other plans. Yeah. I understand. Yeah. Uh, that is true. Do we get another clarify from this? No, we move on to here. So his clarifier is, okay, this one, upright, the devil card. Yeah. Has a lot of like addictions, or very strong attraction, very strong sexual energy. And extroverted, the Two of Wands in reversal, extroverted. Yeah. So it's like a to be announced, to be determined kind of thing. Because this person uh has I guess a high sex drive. And so it appears to be, it's irrelevant, whether it be me or some other interest. Okay. So the gifts unlocked here and moving forward, like as a triple threat, is knowing that I have free reign to do as I please, and to start off anew, or like I don't have to reiterate terms when I know that something new has entered, a new term has entered, a new possibility. So it's more of like, I can reformat how I move forward, and it's of no further consequence to me being enlightened with this this factual possibility. You know, it's of no consequence to me in moving forward. I can do without that liability. Um, mm-hmm. I can forego that, you know. I wouldn't say I'm depressed over it. I'm just or even jealous by it, because these are concepts, right? There was an initial feeling of disappointment, but in the same stride, I would say that it's I would say it's a reality check for sure. And the gift unlocked here is knowing how to realign. Yeah. So what does what do my divine guides of love and light want to say about that, though? Like, it's okay to have a little bit of a like slight interruption here, just because it is relative to me. So if I'm gonna have any kind of that in my arena, I should know here. Okay, I'll go with this. So what does my expanded divine panel of the Infinite Eight want to say about that? What fell in my lap is Two of Swords. Okay, block, and this one? No. Okay, so there's, I'm protected. I'm protected with that. You know, it's, anything else here? So, you know, the last thing that was said was, you know, the only way that would really happen is if this energy was around like very poor influences. But even when you take out the influences, you have to look at the energetic core of a person. And so without those energetic influence, or without those other poor influences, like, who is he at the core? And if it's telling me that he would still go either way, like, it's good to know now. Like, how much can this energy protect you, or how much can they really offer when they're in a limbo between this and that, knowing how much that means to you. To me, anyway. The High Priestess in reversal. So this is being detached with what I know. Okay. So how shall I proceed with this energy? Are they now ousted? Because I have no room for, you know, uncertainties, especially when they're in close proximities to me. Because regardless of how skilled a person is, when there's no, like we said, when there's no discipline within their core, especially with something so substantial, they collapse. You know, it's very unreliable energy. And so, what is my divine guides of expanded divine guides of love and light, or the infinite eight? What do they say? Okay. These also? Okay. It says Six of Swords. So finding the calm in all of this. Navigating. Okay. Five of Wands in reversal. The Hermit card. Four of Cups. And 10 of Wands. Okay. So they're not going to, in navigating this, this is, thank you. This is my, this is the second takeaway of my partner in peace and quiet. Okay. So in navigating, they have no quarrel. They have no yeah, they have no quarrel with me leaving, like, how do I say it? They have no quarrel with how I view things on this, because ultimately it's like I'm holding someone navigating through their dark night of the soul. You know, I'm holding their hand through their dark night of the soul. And I'm not elected to babysit. So it's ultimately my decision as to whether I want to navigate with this or leave it behind. And so 10 of Wands here, it's like, that is a burden to me. So even if we were to keep things platonic, how do I say it? It's still an added weight that someone would put me in that position. And so, like, psychologically speaking and spiritually speaking, with having them in my life would always have me recognize myself as, like, I'm keeping this, holding a spot, you know, not just like a spot, but a significant spot for this energy. Who's beneficial in many other ways, but ultimately, looking at the core of this decision, like the root cause analysis of it, I should extricate it. It has no place in my life, because psychologically, energetically, spiritually speaking, what the interpretation is that I was not good enough. I was not I was considered lesser than or not important enough to hold a better spot, um, um, an equal spot um, uh, for this energy. So I would find that ultimately damaging. Like slowly, subtly speaking, like this subtle siphoning of my confidence, you know, just wear and tear, just to, you know, chipping away at me. And so I have to let this energy go. I have to let this energy go. Is this their first takeaway? Yeah, this is their first takeaway. Yeah, I have to let this energy go. All right. Anyway, I'll finish this off with their second takeaway. Okay. Guilt, extroverted, yeah. So definitely, they're guilty. They must have already fucked around with someone else. That's true. So yeah, they're out. Clarified by yep. This is goodbye. Goodbye. And so on to better unions. Yeah, definitely. This is kind of like yeah, goodbye. Like they have to let me go as well. It's forgiveness, you know, but it's like it's knowing that they have certain things that they need to work on, but uh energetically they've put me in a very compromising situation, and within just a short increment of time, and they had a high amount of responsibility to follow through, and now they're out. So completely out. Like I cannot have that um in any part of my life, you know. At least the yeah, that was so disrespectful. That was so disrespectful. So you know, I am now released to something better. Okay. All right. Clarified by this way or this way. King of Swords in reverse. Yep, he's out. He's out. This is like detached, extricated, you know. No, it's a no. Okay. So my three takeaways are, okay, first one. Yeah. Yeah. What a big disappointment. You know, I don't even know if they're going to follow through with bringing in what's due for me. But if all of that was just talk, they're in for a very rude awakening. In fact, I want to find out just if they're going to follow through or not, because that is significant. So where's the other cards here? Is it in here? No, where did I put the cards? Where did I put you? Where did I put the cards? It's so weird. Oh, it's right here. Okay. Okay. So, Outtro, like, what am I divine, expanded divine talent of the infinite A say? About, like, bringing justice through. Okay. Judgment and reversal and 8 of Swords. No. It can go either way, but, let me see here. Chariot in reverse. Nope, they're not going to follow through. So there's going to be some extra compensation for the mistrust. What does my expanded divine power of the infinite 8 want to say about that? Judgment. 4 of Wands, Strength in reverse, and the Magician in reverse. So first off, they're saying, I let this energy, this energy, snuck through my home. And so the Tower card, extroverted. So they're going to be struck with some kind of, I don't know, disease, some kind of misfortune. But it's going to be very striking, very exacting to them. My my expanded divine panel of the infinite 8 are, my ancestors are livid that he would do that. Absolutely livid. Something's a brewing. So they're going to offer me, they want me to focus on my shit, my cauldron, my 111 portal in advance. And maybe that's why I was motioned to claim my 111 portal in advance, because of this. It's more than just a conundrum. It's and it's more than a fiasco. It is what do you call that? Almost like a sacrilege. It is, that was super disrespectful. Okay. All right. So, okay. Moving forward, my 3 takeaways. Okay. First one is Go in reversal extroverted. Yeah. Okay. So, is this a stopping point? Let me see here. You're funny. You said gotta be an Aries. I try not to, like, doom a certain zodiac sign, like fit them into a category, because I very much dislike it when other readers do that to us Geminis. Um, so much so that when they do zodiac readings, they avoid Gemini, or anytime there's like an enemy or someone like doing bullshit, they always say like, oh, it's Gemini, just because they have some kind of like dark night of the shadow that they need to work on. So I try not to do that for Aries, but I definitely know that my ex and his friends are Aries, and they were the biggest bullshitters, within the circles. Um, you know, so that's what I'm saying here. Um, mm, yeah. So go in reversal. Is it moving backwards? Is it reverting? Going backwards? U-turn? Stop? Okay, so going backwards or U-turn. Okay, what do they want me to say about that? So my takeaway for that is getting caught red-handed, getting caught in the act. There's something about, like Phoenix energy. I was just thinking like I'm doing much better with maintaining, like holding myself not just accountable but also down. How do I say it? Holding myself together, because I know how much I feel. I know how much energy, how much I invest, and how big it is of a decision for me to let people on in my inner circle, and for someone to outright abuse that. I know where I may have went wrong, but in the readings they told me no, like there's new patternings. So this one either misled me or didn't know themselves well enough, true to form, to be able to answer to such substantial roles in my life. So but either way, it's like for somebody to disrespect me like that at this stage, especially, like that's full on outright disrespect, like no regard. That I didn't let my Phoenix energy, like that real dark energy, come through. Like I held my shit together. Looking back at the U-turns, on seeing how um um those energies, those Aries energies in the past have like, before gaslighting was a thing, narcissism, all of those terms, that energetically was still um that still existed before we put terminologies or assessments behind them. um and even prefix to that, I was never like around a variety of drugs in order to assess like someone's um equilibrium, um whether on or off something, until my ex. And And so the way people try to manipulate you into um, getting the best and also the worst out of you. I remember like backtracking, you turning back on how like the worst just like got out of me because I thought that I thought that those routes were the only way that I could get his attention to focus and like calm down and like see like some kind of like resolution that like um it's kind of like shaking somebody out of it. I thought that um if I behaved in this manner or that manner, that it would just change the formula. And I was doing alchemy all wrong. And that before even knowing what like the occult was, I didn't that demonstration in my previous relationship was a poor demonstration of alchemy and in changing up the patterns in order to produce something beneficial, something like okay, like one step at a time. Okay, so the last time I lost my shit in this because he lost his shit in that, and so maybe like that kind of shook him out of it, like to see when you see something externally happening, you're quicker to judge something, right? So I like my understanding of that was that, but the whole time I was being played to act a certain way, to pet his ego in a way that, oh, somebody's losing their shit for me, like, oh, I got their and it's not just I got their loosh from it, but I also mm, was powerful and influential enough to manipulate them in that manner, being out of character, out of true to form character. And so knowing that, I've come a long way. So even more so, this is true to form, I do have the abilities to go dark phoenix, but only for like ultimate, you know good reason, I suppose. Let me get one more to that. Yeah, because inside I feel myself like really a little shaky and having to digest like what I just found out. Like, wow, okay, okay. Yeah, my stomach has been like growling a little bit, so it tells me like somebody is a little perturbed, like upset about it. Um, but like that's of no consequence to me again. Yeah, milk, spilt milk. This is extroverted in reversal. Yeah, extroverted in reversal. The milk has been spilled. Like, what am I gonna do about it? The glass has been broken. And like they say, in the occult and in witchcraft, if glass breaks, it's some harm that was supposed to be meant for you, projected towards you. Even if there was external, like if we can blame external oogity boogities and projecting that within my closest relationships, there's only so much that can be said, um uh so the milk has been spilled, number one, the glass also broken, and the gifts unlocked here for To the Inner Wild um is um is that like what's done is done. Now we just clean up the mess and we move on with our lives, but there is no there is no milk to be salvaged. There is um no cup that can be mended. Okay, it's done. Hello, thank you. Oh, you're gonna cash app me? Straight to the business. um What is going on in this reading? I mean, in these chats. All right. I believe you're grown adults and you can handle what you need to handle. But yeah. So crisis averted. True crisis has been averted. Yeah. Okay. So again, because of all of that, I am called to do that now. I call back all my energy, essence, gift, strength, power, presence, loosh. From those that call upon, cast, generate, bring, magnify, multiply, or any variation the aforementioned ill will, intent, thought form, pattern, and or entity to pass through the white light of the Holy Spirit for cleansings, for blessings, for reformatting to love and light energy, and to be refortified in me, only me, hassle free, no doubt and no attachment, except for all bonus points included. Thanks so much. Okay. So that was my first takeaway. Clarified by, use this one? Yeah, clarified by. Ace of Swords, that's extroverted. That's the absolute truth. What the heck is going crazy? Yeah, so that's the absolute truth. Okay, so basically I've confiscated the sword from this partner in peace and quiet. They have brought shame to their badge of honor for sure in my books, and so I've confiscated that. All right, my second takeaway is attack in reverse. Okay, crisis averted, just like I said. Okay, what goes in attack in reverse? Okay. This is the beach, extroverted, calm, chill. I am safe. They're saying I'm ultimately safe. Okay, so clarified by thank you. Okay, so this is clarified by Knight of Swords, extroverted. So things are moving absolutely quickly. Crisis averted for sure. So as far as like things moving really, really quickly, even energetically with this partner in peace and quiet, I can say that the role is opened up to someone else. So someone else that is more fitting can be slated for that piece. But right now, effective immediately, he's out. And so things are moving quickly. And there's no shame in how quick the energetic exchanges were between that previous energy and myself, because like it's much better knowing now than like months from now, weeks from now, years from now. um Especially knowing that like after all of this he's not going to follow through, or because I've ended it, that there's like some retaliation in him not following through with assisting in moving things forward and helping me with my situation. That definitely says a lot about a certain energy, that there's even more shame in the dishonoring of not following through because of how they bullshitted me, how they bullshitted me in one arena, how they fell through in one arena, and now everything has to collapse, and now um, he won't follow through in assisting me with the things that he said he was going to. Yeah. So I'm gonna leave that up to the divine in handling that. Anything more on this? Okay, anything more for here? Okay, I'm gonna get a bonus card on that. 10 of Swords in reverse. Phoenix energy. Definitely, this is flying past through, like flown in to, like, almost, that kind of energy, teleported into a very, very, very safe arena. Um, okay, you go keep smoking crack and reading your cards, definitely. But you're not gonna comment any further on here. What are these energies? Gosh, what a shame. He didn't even, yeah, he's definitely guilty because he didn't even show up on this at all. Like, I'm scrolling through. Give me a second. I am going to scroll through. Okay. Okay. This is going to be a pause for a second. 9721 on here. Yeah. So, yeah. Um, um, uh, I'm just skimming through this. Yeah, of course, definitely weird talk. They call me Eddie. mm, yeah, he didn't make himself known in here. Gosh, he was so guilty. That is crazy. I even had like increments of it before, but I was told not to, put it on blast or read into it. With this partner in peace and quiet, and just let him be to make his decisions like freely without being put on notice. And definitely, like, that's crazy to be let in on information like that. And I guess I have enough practice to know how to kind of retract a little bit. Thank you again, Maya. Whew. I haven't had to scroll so much on this. geez, holy smokes, okay. Mm. Maybe use this time to breathe, like practice like meditative breathing. Hello, Australians. Hello, Greenlander. Mm. 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 Yeah, forget that loser. That's crazy. I semi-told him off, like, indirectly, um, based on last, readings patternings, you know. And it was true to form, whether targeted to him or anyone else, you know. What was it? I don't give a fuck who you are. If you do that to me, it's already a conflict of interest up front. Yeah. Like, because that's a faulty presentation of an emperor upright. Or even a king of swords. Any king, you know, that's upright wouldn't do that. Yeah, I'm reading comments. That's funny for sure. Um, What's going on here? What's going on here? Holy smokes. Tyrone energy. What's Tyrone? I want to take a deep, moist breath. That is funny, though. Okay, I think I'm almost towards the end. Holy smokes, with stop saying things. Okay. Is these what true lives are like? Yeah. What's a life like without a biblical passage in here, huh? Without some Bible thumping on blast, along with redemption and prayer, you know, added to the lingo. Holy smokes, it's on blast today. Anyway. Yeah. I told him motherfucking right, for sure. Let's look up over here. My posture. Just look at my bio and you'll get all the data there. All right, I'm ready. I'm back. Gosh. Okay. It's To the Inner Wilds with a dose instead of a TL, because that was already taken. Anyway, teleported into safe pastures. Okay, so that was my second takeaway. My third takeaway is right here. Please tell me I get a better fitting partner in peace and quiet. You know what? Maybe that partner in peace and quiet has been laid to rest. He's now R.I.P. Chewy. Okay. Like that. Laughter in reversal. Okay. Hopefully that's better times to come. Better laughs. Like more legit. Not somebody just trying to put me on. Okay. Let's see here. What goes in laughter in reversal? Fireplace in reversal. Inner fire. Okay. I guess, the more you deal with bullshit, the more you get to experience, like, it opens you up to brighter things, like more comedy. Like, you have to laugh at that energy. They truly lost out, other than it being like a roast, like as far as comedy. There is true comedy in knowing that like, it only broadens your sense of humor when you go through like something really shitty, whether it's a short term or a long term sense. You make better sense out of things. It's not like you just smarten up, but there are bigger and better things in life. Not just for me, but my divine collective, for sure. So let me get one more out of that one. This is, instead of unlocking, it's locking. Locking. So, this is having one's inner fire, locked into. That, I started off with being happy, regardless of their presence, and they were able to amplify it in some sense, or there's an amplification together. But I'm good with my own regulation of fire. I don't need to go Dark Phoenix, nor do I need to put out any fires because they went a little cray-cray. Okay? I'm locked in what I can do for myself. Yeah. Okay. Clarifier to that is this one. Okay. The Wheel of Fortune in reverse. Okay. So safe and sound, locked in, encoded. You see, it's like kind of like a Celtic kind of knot here, a witch's knot in the embedded in like Celtic designs here. This is protection level in energetics. it's kind of like a labyrinth maze. So any energy that's projected of harm kind of gets lost in the shuffling around of trying to figure, like it's an infinite puzzle piece, you know, where they get lost into it. So I'm very much protected in my destiny. My inner fire. And very much locked in, for sure. Locked in, yeah, is meaning several things. Okay, one more for that. From here? From here. Okay, from here. Okay. 7 of Pentacles, extroverted. So again, there's a level of patience here. This is my triple one, my 111 portal in advance. I don't understand that. Let me see one more. From here? Okay, one more from here. This one. Okay. King of Cups, extroverted. Okay. So, whether I feel okay or not, whether or not I have mediated, energetically, that's what the word they wanted to use. That was a horrendous experience that energy put me through. That was a horrendous misstep that they made with me. And so there's healing sent my way. Not just like my sentiments are with you from the greats, you know, from other healers, you know, my sentiments are with you. It's more than that. There's healing energy coming through. And yeah, so this is, to me, energetically, this is no laughing matter. I didn't even realize that there was more things being said. You know, these energies that come through talking smack they're cheap energy. You know, how much did you get paid in order to come over here? Did you even get paid at all? I mean, like, do you know what the consequence is for doing that on my forum, in my space? It's not your degular consequence. You'll come to see that if you were even paid at all in any kind of way, you're going to see that it was ultimately not worth it. I'm just letting you know that, okay? So, in getting this card, to me, it's no laughing matter. That's like straight up the first thing that I took out of this. That there's no laughing matter in it. This is quite a serious issue. Yeah, my my hair is standing up. It's almost like Wolverine status here. Okay, so let me get one dream inspirational card from there. Oh, yeah. Super abundance, a super big flow. of energy coming through still regardless. This is like the ancestors and ethers cry for me basically, because they know like what a big issue that was. And then I don't know that song too well, Don't Cry for Me Argentina type of, there's many blessings to come, that's what I do know. And everything that I've professed thus far that were projected for shared energy for me and my my partner in peace and quiet, that's speaking of an energetic role. That's speaking of who's to come true to form. So if an energy misspoke and mistook themselves for placement in that, then it doesn't apply to them. It just carries over the blessings to the one that fits that energetic frequency. So there's that. I have that to look forward to. Okay. Bottom of the deck. Nine of Wands, presence. Top of the deck, Eight of Swords. Kind of like stay put. It's feeling kind of stuck a little bit. But let me get one more from it. Because I really, honestly, I don't really feel that great. I don't feel that good. Okay. The World card. Things, this is going to be like just another little blip. this thing, my guides are going to ensure that this mishap is going to be just a little blip in my life. And yeah. and then that's that. So if I'm feeling, you know, I wouldn't say like I'm feeling upset about it. I'm just not feeling good. I was sad about it for sure. I was disappointed in some aspects, but continually going over that is kind of like beating a dead horse. Yeah. I'm interested in the next energies that are true to form. Yeah. Okay. All right. So I get to have my 111 portal in advance, and I get to meet new people. I get to network, and the alchemy will be exciting and rewarding, and it's not just confined to male or female. It could be non-binary, it could be platonic, it could be romantic, it could be professional, it could be, you know, all of these realms of life. And so I think it's just a fact of life that whether you're my divine collective or not, we all have to go through who makes the cut in different phases of our life. We have to figure out who makes the cut and who doesn't, and for very valid reason in its most absolute sense, and just be done with it. It's pruning the garden. It's, you know, it's just a fact of life. And so when you look at it like that, it's you take the personal aspect out of it, not saying that it doesn't exist, but I am better than that, than to stay stagnant within those fields. I have a lot more in store for me, and it's just sad that that had to go down like that. But you know, I can't take other people's problems as one of my own. That's their problem, not mine. And now the divine is ensuring that they know that it's truly their problem and none of mine. And so that goes for my divine collective too. You know, how you're doing and moving in your life. Okay, that's it for now though. But now that this reading is officially over, how do I say it? Oh, thank you again for all donations provided in and of light and love that reciprocate equally and therefore abundantly. But now that these readings are officially over, I call back all my power, energy, essence, gifts, strength, passions, pursuits, loosh. From those that call upon, cast, generate, bring, magnify, multiply, or any variation thereof, the aforementioned ill will, intent, thought form, pattern, and or entity, to pass through the white light of the Holy Spirit for cleansings, for blessings, for reformatting to love and light energy, and to be refortified in me, only me, hassle-free, no doubt, no attachment, except for all bonus points included. For those that are new and those that don't know, this was made, this bonus round was an FYI, so that there are no assumptions that I let things slide. So this is my protection angel um alchemy thing that I made in office. Because like shit went down and that was another level of heinous. Yeah, definitely. There's every day is a new day, and always keep your head up and stay strong. That was the left who is it? Um mini bicep. Yeah. But that was definitely worth repeating. Thank you for the affections. Appreciate them. But now that this reading is officially over, I call back all my power, energy, essence, gifts, strength, properties, passions, pursuits. From those that call upon, cash, generate, bring, magnify. Oh, I already did that. Oh my gosh, I already did that. I already did it. I already did. Okay, so now that this reading is officially over, upon closing the portals in this reading, I send all energies back to their appropriate locations outside of mine with their appropriate karmas due, assisting with a sequence of rollout. Oh goodness. In light and love, I close the portals in these readings. Oh! Now. And good night or good morning.